Younger women don't just date older men for their money. I can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for myself. And people are always asking, what is it about an older man? What do you like about an older man? And I'm here to tell you. They usually have more traditional values and roles, and so chivalry is real. They make women feel special and loved and adored in a way that I personally have never seen a guy my age or even 5 years older do. Hopefully they are already established. If they're like 20 years older than me, I would at least hope that they are established in life. And so yes, usually they are, and so that is attractive. And before you jump down my throat and say I'm a gold digger, it's not about that. It's sexy when a man is motivated, driven, successful, when he has his shit together. I think it's really sexy when a guy has his house, car, or cars even, and he already has his life. Like, he has his routine, you know, he gets up, he goes to work, he works out early, he's up early. I just love a guy that cooks for himself, a guy that I don't have to take care of. It's so attractive when a guy wants to take care of me. An older man can hit all of my love languages in ways that younger men just haven't, in my experience. I'm attracted to a man that leads, and I don't have to train and teach how to act. I've done that my whole life with guys in relationships, and it's exhausting, and I'm done. I truly just have no desire to do it anymore. I don't want to have to mold someone. I just want someone who is already who they are and established in who they are and knows who they are and knows what they want. I'm not trying to deal with someone who's trying to find their way still. Usually the older, the more experience they have in relationships, which means trial and error. They've already overcome mistakes, they've gone through failed relationships, and they kind of learn what they should do or shouldn't do this time. Obviously, this doesn't apply to everybody, but most of the time, men have had several relationships the older they get. I personally love a divorced man with kids because he's already been through it. He already knows. It's not his first rodeo. Usually the older, the more emotionally intelligent they are, and that is hands down the most important thing in a relationship to me. At this stage of my life, again, we all change, but I'm at a point now where I care more about emotional intelligence than looks, than money, than anything. I'm also looking to find the man of my children, father of my children. And so if he already has children, usually he knows how to act around kids. He knows how to adjust life to being a dad. Personally, I think it's better to date a guy who already has experienced children because you already know right off the bat how he is as a dad and if he's a good dad or not. When you're having someone's first child, you have no idea how that person's going to be as a parent. So if you've already seen him and dated him for a while, you see how he is to his children, it's just a good way to interview them to see if they are going to be a good dad to your children. And now let's get to the fun stuff, like how the fact that older men just love to be down there way longer and way more often than any guy my age or even 5 years older. They just, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but especially if you're a younger woman, they literally worship your body. I'm not even kidding. But this is like specifically men like over 50. I'm telling you, they are givers. And honestly, most guys my age, they're just receivers. They just want to lay back and receive. And I'm telling you, I feel like the older generations are more dominant, more alpha, more masculine. And these younger generation of guys are just more feminine.
I'm not in full support. Neither am I against younger women getting married to older men. Because beyond the luxury, beyond the money, beyond whatsoever that is your reason to justify the fact that you're getting married to somebody old enough to be your father or your grandfather, the truth is that they have other motives why they might want to be with you that you are not even aware of. Because you're so blinded by the luxury, you're blinded by the establishment, you're blinded by the queen, already made queen that you're going to be in his life. But that might not really be be his own reason why he wants to bring you into his life. Now, for these girls going saying it's not about the money, it's not about what he has, but yeah, it's about the money. If an older man, if a 50-year-old man walks up to a 20-year-old empty-handed, without cash, without any reasonable thing in his name, you will not find him attractive. The point of attraction to an older man is because of what he has acquired over time. The first lady in the video, in as much as I don't have any issues with what she has said, because she's justifying her reason why she's with an older man, but I find it very laughable because she emphasized on the fact that older men are more emotionally intelligent. They know how to act around kids, because she preferred divorced men because they already have children. She doesn't want somebody to take care of. She doesn't want somebody to tell how to behave and all that. It's not a total lie that younger men, you tend to pattern them how you want, but it's also a lie because it's not a matured man. If you're with a matured man, men of your own age range, they act so well too. Because somebody like me, I'm married to a young man. I'm not married to somebody that is old enough to be my father, and he's well established and he's doing so well for himself. And I don't need to teach him how to behave or what to do and at what point. No, it depends on the kind of partner you're with. So I think it's quite disrespectful to younger men to, attribute them to the fact that if you don't take care, like they're literally your kids. That's the meaning of everything. So I don't think people should go to that extreme, because at the end of the day, younger women settle for older men because of their establishments, and that's on period.
Those that don't know, I'm married to a man that's 25 years older than me. He is retired. He already has money. I'm already rich. We're already paid. Anybody who doesn't like my message is probably, not able to provide for a woman, and that's quite all right. I mean, one day you'll make it if you try. Go for providers, ladies. Go for men that can add to you instead of take from you. Please, because if you don't, you'll regret it, and they might be in someone's TikTok or YouTube angry and spewing out anger at the world because they are, unable to provide for you. You don't want men like that. They're very feminine. Okay? So what you do want is a provider man that actually has, more integrity and things to do with their lives.
No disrespect. Beyond the fact that older men has more to give to the younger women when they get married to them or when they're dating them, is there really any other thing that these younger women are getting from them? Because I'm sure that the love, the attention, that soft touch and everything that you receive from a very young man, you don't get it from them. I'm not going back and forth with this or maybe wanting to, tell them that they've made the wrong decision. But I also don't appreciate the fact that they make younger men look feminine. Yes, there are some younger men who are not behaving well, who poorly treat women. That is not even something to debate on, because it happens. All of us are seeing it every day. If you watch my previous videos, I've talked about things like that. But it's not every man. I don't like the fact that women who are married to older men make it look like most are every. Most younger men might have a certain way of behaving that you might not like, which prompted you to settle for an older man. But most are not every. There are responsible, young, attractive, intelligent, established, romantic young men among us. Anyways, if you are intending to settle for an older man, or you want to date an older man, or you're currently dating an older man, I want you to know the things you should know about dating an older man, the things you should never ever try to do.
You should know when marrying an older man. Number one, don't try to change him. This may seem like common sense and stuff that everyone says about every person, but seriously, people are set in their ways. Men, especially who are older, are set in their ways. And it honestly, half of the things that probably will upset you are not worth an argument, I promise you. Let him live. Secondly, if he has kids, understand that his kids are his love language. The way to that man's heart is through loving his children. A lot of people get stuck on wanting to be the center of attention, wanting it to be all about you. No. You have your whole life to spend with this man. Love on those kids. They need you. This one might come as a surprise, but you may not be as emotionally mature as you think. You're gonna have to let down your guard and be way more vulnerable. This is not the time for games. Get straight to the point. Be specific and don't waste any time. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself. Some good and some bad. Be willing to change the bad.
If you're a young woman dating an older dude for money, make sure you're actually getting money. And if he only wants to give you gifts, you better do your market research and figure out what handbags and what jewelry goes for retail value or higher once you resell it. Because there's no way you're selling your youth to this nasty ass old man in return for some trendy bag that 2 years from now has lost half its value or more. You are worth more than that. And you're not doing it for trips either. What the fuck is the point of, I don't know, Palm Springs if it's with some old ass dude on your hand? Ew, disgusting, gross, don't do it. Nobody needs to travel that badly, especially not you, babe. I can tell you that right now. You need to get money completely, fully, cold hard cash, or you need to get something that you can pawn, essentially. Because, sorry, my eye was itching. Because what you need to worry about is securing a home and a car and paid in full. And if you're not getting the money to do so, and I'm not talking about like they pay your rent on a monthly basis. Again, you're stuck, you're trapped, they own you. Don't, it's not worth it. You need to make sure that that situation sets you up for life.
First off, if you want to settle for an older man, like I've said before, it's not a problem. But you heard her. There are so many things you should never even expect. You know, let me use myself as a case study. I know the way I behave around my husband. He can do some things that I don't like, and I'll keep it for him, and then I'll complain to him, and I will expect certain reactions and all that because we're both young, and I'm expecting vibrance, romance, and this, kind of this just good way of trying to settle things with me and just trying to be a baby around him. Do not ever expect that, because he's not a man of your own generation, so he might not really understand you. There are so many other things you should never ever expect. And if you think that you can be above his children when it comes to the love he gives them, you might be disappointed. So do not even ever expect that. And also know your limits. Always know your limits, because at any point in time, he can refer to you as a child. Because of course, he can father you, he can be your father. So just know what to do around older men and not. And I'm going to make a part 2 of this video, why exactly older men approach younger women. And I'm going to be drawing that perspective from the women and also from the men. And I'm also going to put out the story of people who got married or who settled for older men or who dated older men and later regretted it and why they did that. Thank you so much for watching my video so far. Thank you for your love and your support. I hope to be seeing my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. See ya!